Hello, good afternoon, and well, good evening rather, and welcome to what could be a crucial game. Even at this early stage, even at February the 7th, this could be the most important game of both teams' season, because this is the way things are. This is the league table as we are. All the teams now have played 25 games. There are 13 games left to play, and if Manchester City take 3 points here, they would move up to 57, but there'd still be a good 5 points behind Burnley, but they would close the gap. Burnley have only lost once this season. They haven't lost a game at Turf Moor yet, which is quite significant. They could have lost a few at Turf Moor, believe it or not, but they haven't. The only defeat has been against Cardiff, which has been almost a faultless display. 56 goals hit in at the moment as well, and the meanest defence on record. But if Burnley win, they go 11 points clear. But if Manchester City win, the gap's 5 points. A draw would make no difference. The gap would still be the same, 8 points. So a lot to play for then as we go to Turf Moor for probably the biggest game of the season, and with Manchester United waiting in the wings to possibly take second place if City slip up. This could be a pivotal moment in the Premier League title race. Let's get over there. Let's get over to Turf Moor, where I'm ready to bring you all the action that very much. And warm welcome to you all from the commentary box. Rain-soaked Turf Moor under the lights for what could be a real decider here, because if Burnley win it, they go 11 points clear with Manchester City with just 12 games left to play. But if City win, the gap goes back to about 5 points. So a rain-soaked Turf Moor could well be the pivotal moment here in the title race. And Burnley are still the most meanest defence. City for themselves are the 5th best meanest defence with the concession of 26 goals. So this could be a very tight game this evening on a bitterly cold evening here at Turf Moor. With the transfer window already gone, here's a chance for Eric Dyer and Scott Dan now to be a real centre-back partnership there. Halilanovic has started very well. Will Hughes alongside him. Ings and Gale remain up front. As for Manchester City, I see one or two of the familiar names there. Really, Cabanero's preferred to Joe Harding goal. Thomas Muller plays up front. Kevin De Bruyne as well is there. And amongst the substitutes there, Sergio Aguero and David Silva could come on and make a difference, and so too Raheem Sterling if needed later on for Pellegrini's men. It's a big call for Pellegrini to leave those three out, I can be honest with you. The referee tonight comes from Merseyside, that's Mike Dean. We're all in actual fact, and we're ready for the start. Under the lights at Turf Moor, rain pouring everywhere, mist and fog, as the stadium is situated close to the Lancashire Hills. As we get the game underway, City in their old sky blue shirts with white shorts. Burnley, I remind you, in garden blue. And here's Hughes on the ball. Again, the spray, as you can see on the screen, they're just rolling along. When the ball's rolling along the deck there, it's going to be such a bad one. And here's a chance though for Thomas Muller in behind that Burnley defence. Arsenal one up against Sunderland there. De Bruyne back to Muller, and De Bruyne with a shot, and almost a tremendous start for the second place side, Manchester City. The last time came to Turf Moor, were beaten by a George Boyd goal, and Burnley won 1-0. Tom Heaton, who's Burnley captain, and there's two fantastic names now in that Burnley setup. Oh, that's a bad ball from Redmond. Straight to Thomas Muller. You don't want to be doing that. And De Bruyne is in again. Chances here for City. Oh, what a save, I think, from Heaton. No, he didn't. He didn't touch it, I don't think, but it was a great chance there. And De Bruyne has had 2 chances in the opening 10 minutes and has failed to deliver on each occasion. Big chance there, wasted there by Kevin De Bruyne. Heaton's kick, 0-0. No chances yet for Burnley to see what they can do. Gale gets the shot in, and a good save by Cabanero. Well, both sides having chances now in this game. That's the shot from Gale. Caballero almost caught off the line. And Alialovic knew how close that was. Corner to be taken by Jordan Ibe. And it's deep. And it's still not away yet. Ball back in. Company trying to get it out. Yaya Toure is there as well. And that will be a Burnley throw. Alialovic to take to Jordan Ibe. Now Flanagan. Redmond. And Gale waits in the middle. Caballero with a very decisive punch. One has to take. De Bruyne has missed two magnificent chances in already in this game for Manchester City. Cruz. Nasri. Company. Kolarov. Oh, what a dummy. De Bruyne. Pablo Zabaleta. And ball back. Easy there for goalkeeper Heaton. Alialovic. Oh, what a lovely ball. And he's trying the shot, but he's offside. It's a good game of football. Halfway through the first half mark now we're at, and we still await the first goal here with bated breath here on this cold East Lancashire night. And I can tell you it's bitterly cold. Here's the free kick taken by Vincent Kompany. Down away. Redmond. Cruz. Nasri. Tony Kroos wants it in again. Nasri continues the run. He keeps heading superbly. And what a lovely flick. And a chance for Toure. Oh, that's a beautiful goal. Yaya Toure, what a picture book goal for Manchester City. Worked down the left hand side, a lovely ball back and a wonderful first time shot, and Tom Heaton never even got close to. Went in like a rocket. And the league leaders are unbeaten so far this season at Turf Moor. Trail Manchester City, their closest challengers for the title. A 0-0. Toure's third goal of the campaign. It could be a priceless one for Manchester City. And a blow to Burnley's chances. So 1-0 the score. And here's Redmond. Bentaleb stands the cross up. It's a very deep one. And still a chance. Oh, Gale has he saved that? He's going to go in, is it? Gale, he just will bounce on this. Hooked away. How did City survive that? Nasri. Good tackle by Flanagan. Oh, like what happened there in an instant? Not soon after Yaya Toure had put City in front, we saw a goalmouth scramble, and Dwight Gale, with the form he's showing so far in recent weeks, well, that's a surprise. And he couldn't follow up an empty net. In that sort of evening down under the lights at Turf Moor. De Bruyne, who's run the show in my opinion in the City midfield, he's been fantastic. Here's Muller. Thomas Muller. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Mike Dean is given the penalty. Scott Dann the offender, and now Burnley are facing a uphill challenge. Scott Dann clearly takes out Thomas Muller. What a silly thing to do, and John Stutzy knows it. And City here in the pouring rain at Turf Moor could go 2 up, and it's Thomas Muller with the responsibility. And he scored. Oh, very cheekily. But Burnley have got it all to do now. City have been the better side, there's no doubt about it, and the Clarets haven't turned up at all in this first half. Heaton fooled by the Panenka style chip. And it's 2-0 to Manchester City. And now, if Burnley are to keep their unbeaten home record in the league this season, they definitely now, without a shadow of a doubt, need to score twice. 2-0 to Manchester City. And that man here hasn't really had a kick so far. Danny Ings, he's been well placed. That's a good tackle by Chris Company and then Kolarov. De Bruyne, who's been City's best midfield player by none in this first half. Zabaleta, what a good ball. De Bruyne can't keep it in play. Eye for Burnley. Alijanovic. Fine again. Oh, Azri just easily bundled him off the ball, but illegally, said the referee. And to be fair to Mike Dean, who refereed this match earlier on in the season at the Etihad, and refereed it rather controversially, he hasn't had too much controversial decisions to make here. All his decisions so far have been fair, and over from Dwight Gale as that goes over. I think it might have got a deflection. In fact, it is a Burnley corner. I would have filled it for the Clarets now if they could get one just before the break. Jordan, I'm with it. And a good goal by Dyer. And that's just what Burnley needed. And the roof comes off Turf Moor. Eric Dyer with his first goal for the Clarets is joining from Tottenham. That's given Burnley hope. What a fantastic header. He got away from Vincent Kompany and nodded it perfectly into the back of the net. And we have a match on again. Burnley 1, Manchester City 2. Eric Dyer with his first goal for the club. The £7 million man has come up with a real bullet header there to bring Burnley back in it at 2-1. Oh, and just when he was going to plan for Pellegrini, the whistle has gone and Burnley are back in the game. They look down and out from. Yaya Toure put City in front and then doubled the lead through the penalty by Thomas Mullen. But right at the end there, Eric Dyer has pulled it back to 2-1, and that is the half-time score. Well, if the first half, welcome back everybody, if the first half rather had a lot of panache and a lot of dramatic and 3 magnificent goals, well, the second half has got a lot to live up to in terms of entertainment. And it's City attacking. He's David Fitchwick in the second half as Toure goes for one of the scorers. Good tackle there, no penalty. Referee quite rightly plays on. And what about that for a through ball? And Ings is away. It could be an equaliser. Danny Ings. Oh, what a save by Caballero. Well, the drama is happening even already in the second half, and Welly Caballero pulls off an outstanding save there. How has he got down and saved that? Well, the Caballero himself will know. Ives corner. And it's there by Hughes! 2-2! And Burnley are back in it! Right from the dead, they're back from the dead, big time! And Jordan Ives' corners are proving a masterstroke here. He created the first 4. Eric Dyer to none in. His first Burnley goal right on the stroke of half time. And just 6 minutes into the second half, he's done it again. And Will Hughes, who is not the tallest of players, got up amongst everybody else and grabbed goal number 4 in the league season. But more importantly, Burnley restore parity. 2-2. And what a dramatic game we've got on our hands now. 2-2. Zabaleta. Toure. De Bruyne. Cruz. Well, what a game. Still Cruz. City, remember, still got Aguero, Silva and Raheem Sterling amongst their substitutes. Well, it's evenly poised now between the two title contenders. Manchester City, who won this title 2 seasons ago, looking to win it back. What a good effort but well held by Heaton, and he found Jordan Hyde very coolly. Bit risky out the throw out, but it found its intended target. Next game for Burnley, you'll be able to see it with us, is that 5th round FA Cup tie away at Southampton. That's the 3rd FA Cup tie in a row that Burnley have been drawn to play. Shades of Manchester United in 1990 springing to mind. That's a foul. Free kick to Manchester City. David Silva already on now, taking the 3 kick, and a good header! Zipped over brilliantly by Heaton. Weapon of a luck. Free header. Goalkeeper equal to it. But captain's had a superb night in goal, even though he's been beaten twice already. Corner kick. Running away. City player going down in a heap, but Gale's allowed to go on. And here he goes again. Lovely play from Dwight Gale. He'll try the shot, and well saved by Caballero, as City are preparing to play Wolves the next week as well. On Saturday in their FA Cup game. They're at home this time against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Meanwhile here in the league it's 2-2, and Jordan Hyde will take another corner. Set up 2 goals from there. Nearly set up another one. That'll be a throw. And again looking for options. I think that was the one he would have intended on. And that's a foul by De Bruyne and Alihanovic, the Barcelona loanee. Thomas Muller, who scored that 2nd goal, of course, that Panenka style penalty chip, which made it 2-0 to Manchester City at the time. Well, he's coming off to a good ovation from 4,000 travelling City supporters. But their main hero, Sergio Aguero, comes on now to replace him in the remaining 12 minutes plus stoppage time. And will go short? Yes, he will actually. He'll bring it in there towards Danny Ings. Oh, what a goal! And what a tremendous goal by Ings! It's 3-2, and the comeback of all comebacks is complete! What a great piece of pure genius there to set it up from Dwight Gale. City weren't expecting this. And then a terrific 25-yard cracker from Danny Ings with the right foot. Swerves in the air, and Cabanero's got no chance at all. And Burnley, for the first time this afternoon, lead here against Manchester City, their main title rivals. Goal number 21 of the season, and that could be the most crucial one of the lot. Burnley 3-2 up, having been 2-0 down going towards half time. What a finish. But now here's Aguero. Alihanovic, oh, he almost lost it, but Dyer is there to rescue the situation. Redmond, Kolarov is there. Tired looking Clarence at the moment. Here's the cross, and the header's won, and it just won't fall. It might fall for De Bruyne. Should have been 3-3. Real danger there. He's had 3 good opportunities coming to De Bruyne, and he's missed a lot. And now it's all or nothing. Raheem Sterling being thrown on. The 3 big subs I pointed out at the start are all on now. Cruz with a header. De Bruyne, who's been City's best midfield outlet. That's a good ball. And Nasri steals it behind here. Pulls the ball back. And it's there by Cruz. It's 3-3. And this turns to agony for Burnley. But you've got to say this was magnificent. Nasri pulling it back. Cruz smashing it in past Eden, who didn't have a price. As soon as Cruz struck it with the left foot, it was in the net. 3-3. Oh, what more drama can we have from this game? It won't be a complete utter disaster because the gap would still be 8 points. But Burnley would love to win this for the fans. This game deserves a late bit of drama. And Dwight Gale could be providing it! He's won it! In the stoppage time! What a thriller here! And Burnley have won it surely this time! 4-3! Having been 2-0 down! Went 3-2 up! Pegged back to 3-3! And now Dwight Gale, who missed that sitter in the first half, well, he's made up for it now! And Burnley have snatched the victory! And it's 4-3 in what has been a true classic. We've had a few 0-0 draws here in recent league games, but you can't say this has been a 0-0. We're deep into stoppage time. There will be no more. And Burnley have won it on a glorious and dramatic night here. City seem to have the game won. They were 2-0 up, thanks to strikes from Toure and a penalty by Muller. And then Burnley rolled it back to 2-2 with Dyer and Hughes with headers. Ings made it 3-2, and then Cruz looked to have rescued a point for City, but then Dwight Gale at the end in stoppage time won the game, and Burnley go 11 points clear at the top of the table. Final score, Burnley 4, Manchester City 3. Well, that was a dramatic, well, for sheer drama, that was just one of the most dramatic games I've ever been involved with to play and also to commentate on. It was just unbelievable, and I absolutely loved commentating every second of that game. It was just an absolute joy to enjoy, and sometimes it was hard to bear, sometimes it was hard to watch, and just see the equalisers, see City go to it, but they threw away the lead when we just fought hard to get it back, and absolutely thrilled to bits that we won that game. And it's always good though when that happens, really, because that was just it was just one of those I was there moments when that happens to go in. It was just one of those, wasn't it? It was just, I can't really have any words to describe it, to be quite honest. It's just absolutely unbelievable, and we have some fantastic players who don't know the word, don't know the words give up. It's just giving up. It's just absolutely amazing. To win the game like we did, that was something very, very special, as we're just simulating some training. There we go. I'm just out of breath watching it, to be quite honest. It's just one of those unbelievable situations. You just don't know what happens. Now then, that's the FA Cup, but this is the Premier League now. We want to look at the Premier League now. These games were played on the 7th and 8th. This is what happened on the 7th. First of all, Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. As you saw, that big match, Burnley 4, Norwich 3. Watford won 2-0 at Norwich. Bit of a surprise there. Spurs 1, Southampton 1, and West Brom 0, Swansea 3. On the games that were played on Wednesday, Cardiff 1 against Newcastle. Everton 1, Chelsea 2. It was a scoreline at Goodison Park. Liverpool scraped past Aston Villa 2-1. Middlesbrough 0, West Ham 1, and a thriller down at the Britannia, Stoke City 2, Manchester United 2. So let's have a look at where does that now leave us in the Premier League. There we are, 11 points clear now. It should have really been a second defeat there in the win column, but Burnley's famous fighting spirit came back, and if people like Dylan Stewart want to say that I've walked away with it, then this game is further proof that we didn't walk away with it. We had to earn the right to come back from 2-0 down to win that game, and my goodness, we did. At the other end of the table, Liverpool seem to be now starting to move a little bit away from safety, along with Aston Villa. But Everton are still in trouble there. That's a really big concern now, because that's just 4 points above the drop zone. 26 games of the season gone. West Ham are creeping back up. Middlesbrough, West Brom still a little bit off the pace at the moment. Quite far away from getting out of it. It might be tough there, but West Ham, who hadn't won a game for quite some time, are now within 1 point of Cardiff City, and if that would be a great escape from Bilic's side, considering they couldn't buy a win to save themselves during the early parts of the season. That is just something very special. In the Championship, Palace are still top. Leicester was second place, but then there's a bit of a gap from them to third to sixth place. Bournemouth, Sheffield Wednesday, QPR, Derby, all teams in there with a shout. All are not far behind. Blackburn, Leeds, Fulham, Ipswich. Anybody from Forest upwards could still get in those playoffs. At the other end, it's looking very bleak for, at the moment, MK Dons, Preston, and certainly even bleaker for Bradford. But never to mind. No league action next time round, but we do have a cup. We do have the 5th round FA Cup, and that's away at Southampton. So join us for that game. Join us for the centrepiece of the next episode, which is going to come from St Mary's for the 5th round of the Emirates-sponsored FA Cup. But until then, take care. Keep subscribing, of course. The subscriptions will, we don't do these videos without people subscribing. So keep liking the videos. If you want to make any comments about the commentary today and how great and dramatic the commentary was, please do, and please leave a like as well, because it's what I make the videos for. I make them for you, the public, the viewing public, and it's you that I want to please. Anyway, until then, take care, and we'll see you for the Southampton game being played on Saturday, February the 11th. Until then, take care, and we'll see you soon. Ta-ra.